What's up, everybody? In this video we'll look into how to create a wall jump mechanic in Godot Engine. I was actually pretty surprised that no one actually made this video yet, and I bet I have like 2 subscribers and they're gonna see this and like, what the hell is this? And anyway, let's get back on topic. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, wait, I should step back a little, explain all these code. So I was searching how to make a wall jump, but I couldn't find anything. And the only thing I could find was just wall, but just jumping, not wall jump. So we want a wall jump that kind of works for every frame, meaning the X direction velocity is moving every frame as the player is giving the character input. So what that basically means is for every frame, a tiny amount of X direction velocity is moving the character to the left or to the right, respectively, in the opposite direction of the wall as we are pressing the key. So all these are kind of if you follow Heartbeat's tutorial on how to make a character basic movements, I think you should be good to go. And basically what the wall jump really entails to is, hold on one second. So what the wall jump is really, it's just this much code. So I'm gonna go through step by step on how to reach this, attain this result we get here. So here's my menu, and so there's a little bit of flaw in this wall jump, in that you have to press up. You have to press up and then up again for it to work. It works on every solid collision. So that should satisfy everyone, you know. And then here's the next level transit. What happened to the level transition? What happened to the level transition? Whoa. Something's wrong. Whoa. Okay. Anyway, that's kind of my problem. But so what we really want to do with the wall jump is, let me just whoops. Oh, I can't remove this. It's kind of okay, it's kind of okay, let's bring this here, and then there we go. So it's not working anymore. I removed it, but But basically the mechanics of the wall jump is really, you want to flag the wall in a certain way. So what I use is ray casting. I have the signal here, and that's basically this. That's basically this arrow thing here that touches the wall and sends a signal, not really a signal, but the text collision with the player object. And you can pretty much do this basically by just typing ray 2D raycast. Oops. Just lock. Just lock everything and lock the sky. Okay. So 2D raycast. This is the player script. Oh, I was holding the wrong key. Let me just lock this in place. Let me lock everything. Just lock this. Lock this. There. Finally, I can now grab it. And usually you want to try to avoid scaling it. So you just want to attach it to the player really. And actually, I'm not sure if it's okay to scale it, but holding control, no, holding shift. Yeah, holding shift and get you a good scale. Or maybe it's the length. Transform, scale, 0.5, no, 1, wait, 0.5, 0.5, no, that's too big. Don't remember how I did it, but wait, I can just look at this, huh? Cast to 15. There we go. Sorry guys, this is my first time creating a tutorial. I don't want to edit this out just because I'm a lazy person. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys how to do this, and you can attach both. You can attach this to both sides of the character to make the character be able to detect the walls. So this is auto tile. You can also watch Heartbeat's tutorial on how to auto tile, but you can also use this and flip it around both sides. I'm too lazy to do that, so I just kind of made two and named it left wall right signal, wall left signal, because I didn't want to bother with all the flipping and stuff. I'm gonna delete this now. I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to make a ray casting in Godot. So you basically attach these two arrows. Basically attach these two arrows and use onReady var wall signal left and get node, and you basically wrote down what you put the name of the signal, and then you're good to go. Yeah, you're good to go. And also, let me remove this. No, that's actually not. And then you want to type this to flag the wall jump. You also want to type this. So you need this variable and these three onReady variables. No, these two onReady variables to make the wall jump. And I'm gonna put it after the inertia of the character. So I'm gonna type hold on. So I'm gonna type if on wall left. This is the signal we get from the raycast colliding with the wall. On wall right and jump up and not is on floor. And then you write if it is flagged, if wall jump. Oh, and wall jump is this variable. It's basically input dot is action, just press UI up. I just made it shorter so that it's easy to code, that's all. And it's easy to look at these words and understand what's going on. It's very logical. That's something I like about Godot. You can turn something into logical operations. And then you want to type v speed is vertical. It's the vertical velocity. It's right here. It's the y-axis of the velocity of the player. To be minus speed. Minus jump speed is it's the jump speed constant, whatever you want it to be. And the reason why it's minus is because, yeah, Godot up means minus. And you want to trigger it. Trigger the flag. Wall jump. Trigger the wall jump flag. So wall jump is a Boolean variable, meaning it's true or false. So we want to say that wall jump is equal to true because we're wall jumping, meaning it's true. And also, one thing I forgot to mention is can no longer remove controls from the player. So can play equals to false. So can play is a variable I made as well. It's a Boolean variable that basically flags the player's capability to move, and it's located here. If you have something that maneuvers the player around, you might want to put this variable here to keep it in check. I'm not sure if there's a better way to do this. I'm not sure. I'm hoping you guys can. If you do know a way, then feel free to tell me in the comments below. But this is how I did it, and yeah. And then you want to change direction of the player. So dir equals minus dir. So this first part allows the player to trigger the wall jump, but not necessarily wall jump. As you can see, this happens first and this later, meaning the player won't actually wall jump. Now if you look, the player won't actually wall jump no matter how many times I press it. It gets into this bug, which we don't want. Which is really stupid bug, and it's stuck. You can no longer control the player either. Yeah, we don't want that. So we're going to finish it with another algorithm that fixes that. If wall jump h speed equals 0, so I don't want the player to have any horizontal motion as it is wall jumping. Start from 0 basically, and input dir equals to dir. Input dir is the direction that the player immediately presses. So input dir is it's here. So with direction, then input dir is somewhere. Let me find it. Input dir. Here. Input dir is just recording the direction of the player immediately as the key is pressed. It's where the can play, it's where it's residing in this this condition. So input dir and dir is different from this line of code here. If input dir is not 0, dir is input dir, meaning direction remembers the last input from the player. Don't worry if you don't understand most of this. I will post it the code in GitHub so you can take a closer look at it after we're done. So yeah. And we're trying to get the player. Here's the most important part, the most crucial and basically the backbone of what realistic wall jumping is all about. It's the axis velocity in the x direction or horizontal motion. It's the wall jump speed. This can be whatever you want, but my value for wall jump speed is 280. It's a little bit lesser than, it's about 1/4 of the jump speed, and it's equal to minus -30 because we want it to be the opposite direction from the wall. This is why it's negative direction. And then we want to make a match statement. The reason why I put negative here as well, because I don't want to mix between values. So -1 dot flip /h is true. Match statement is basically a switch statement. If you're familiar with C, or I'm not sure if any other language has this, but I'm pretty sure C. GameMaker has a switch statement. Most language has a switch statements. In GD script, this serves as a substitution for that. Sprite.flip h equals to false. So true is, think of true as being 1, false as being -1. Yeah, that's basically it. And so basically when direction is opposite, is -1, for example, then we want it to be true, meaning 1. We want it to be 1. In fact, I can put this, but I'm not sure the code will run, so I'm just gonna stick with true, and this is -1 basically. And we want to switch the values. It doesn't matter which comes first. What matters is they're opposite, meaning they are reversed. They are reversed in a certain way that flips the sprite. If your game doesn't have if your game has like a cube and it has no character sprites, you don't need this, but for those who does, yeah, you might need this. And the last part is the else statement, which is velocity.x equals to h speed times dir. So if there's no wall jump, you want to set back the direction to normal again. So there's a couple of design flaws in this, in that the wall jump will always be activated, even if, well, it will be activated when we're just colliding with a wall. So I guess it's not that bad of a design choice. The only thing I can think of that might be unwanted in your game is you have to press twice to activate the wall jump. So you press once and you have to press it twice. So a total of 3 press, which is kind of, but then after that, you're good to go. So after wall jumping, you only have to press once. If you guys know a fix for this, let me know in the comments below. But for now, I only figured out up till this point. Yeah, I'm still not that familiar with Godot yet, but I'm getting there. So And there's one more thing. It's about you're going to have to have something like this to revert back the flags to false and true for can play. So if the player is not on the ground, gravity is being added, else wall jump is false and can play is equal to true. So if we're back on the ground, meaning not this, we can wall jump is false. We can no longer wall jump again. Now the reason why I have this is because my gravity, the gravity in my game is 0 once it touches the ground. And yeah, that's the... I'm sure you have this something like this somewhere if your game has gravity and you're constantly adding gravity. Just put it in a statement like this. It's fine, because you don't want to constantly add gravity when you're on the floor, because this function pretty much cancels that out anyway. So to save yourself, I don't know, maybe it optimizes your game a little. I don't know. You might want to have something like this. I'm sure people are going to disagree with me. I don't know. If you tell me why, I don't know. But I think this is pretty good design. I don't know. And that's about it for today's tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again. I'm really surprised no one actually made a video on wall jump, so I wanted to do that.